Before I begin, I do apologize for getting this out in the middle of the night. It is currently 40 minutes past midnight. I am very tired. I just finished doing I shouldn't say doing, but I was editing a Sharks vlog after I did the Sharks recap. But we'll talk about the Sharks in just a second because I wanted to point out the Sharks because this I was watching this while at the game, so this is the situation. But the situation here, it is Inter Miami going up to Canada to take on a CF Montreal team, where they had an upper hand against us with those crappy referees that we last time we saw them, which I did a vlog on, and we come up to Montreal. So it is straight calendar going up against Jonathan Sirios, which I think that's how you pronounce it. Let us begin this recap at midnight. So we start off. A few fouls. There'll be a shot attempt there by Grissel that was blocked away. Bryce Duke gets hurt, which, yes, Bryce Duke once was part of the Inter Miami squad a few years ago. For what I remember, he was with the teammates of Gonzalo Higuain. That was what I remember. But he was able to continue on for the game, which was pretty no problem. Speaking of Bryce Duke, a few minutes later after that, Bryce Duke tries an attempt there, but it was blocked away in the box. Corner kick for Montreal that was conceded by Kramashi, and that was a good clearance away by Kramashi. I thought Kramashi played absolutely terrific soccer tonight against Montreal. Messi gets a free kick, and he misses a little bit high from the direct free kick. So it was like a oh wow moment. It just didn't happen. Then a little bit after that, handball happened. Then a few minutes after that, Montreal scores. Jules Anthony Vilsaint assists on the fast break. Yeah, I mentioned Bryce Duke because he's the one that opens the scoreboard for CF Montreal. He was the one that shot between the legs of Drake Callender, which goes to the center of the box to make it 1-0 Montreal. What can I say about this one? A former Inter Miami player will score on us to make it 1-0, and Montreal is leading. Great. Offside, Suarez was caught. I'm going to try this. Schreinier tries an attempt there, but it was saved by Callender. So Callender looking a little bit better. Lassiter, another former Inter Miami player, misses high. Then 3 minutes later, Lassiter assists Jules Anthony Vilsaint. He makes it 2-0 Montreal. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? While Miami Sharks were kicking ass in the Sharks game while I was attending, this team not so much. Well, at least for the early parts. So we're down 2-0. Bryce Duke tries to get another one, but that was blocked away, cleared away. Bryce Duke then makes a big attempt there, and that was saved. That was saved by Callender. Then this is where I freaked the hell out at the game. I did not put this in a vlog because I didn't want to make it seem like I'm being over dramatic. But there's a reason why. Trust me, there's a reason why I kind of freaked out. You'll see in weeks on end. But Messi got hurt. It was his foot. He had the trainers come out, and I was fearing that this would happen, that he gets hurt. And it delayed for a pretty good amount of minutes. And I'm thinking in my head, he's going to get fucking taken out. Are you kidding me? Are you just kidding me with this one? And I feel like it's all of us. We're holding our breath for Messi in this one. He's our GOAT. He's literally everything. He was able to walk off on his own power. That's a good sight. So it would be a 11 against 10 for now against Inter Miami. Messi had to stand by the sideline, and there's a rule where you have to remain out for about a few minutes. I think that's part of the rule book. But whatever the case that may be, that woke up Inter Miami in a huge way, ladies and gentlemen, because after the Messi injury, which the good news is he did wind up coming back and he did play through the rest of the game. That is a good sign, a really good sign. But while Messi was out washing, there was a foul on Samuel Piatti. He gets shown a yellow card, and that is an easy, clear as day foul. Mateus Rojas would go for a free kick, and he does that ambitious shot, and that goes into the top right corner of the free kick. Mateus Rojas would put Miami on the board to be 2-1 Montreal. So that's good. That's pretty good. Then stoppage time happens. Messi does come back in. Corner kick for Inter Miami. There was a touch there by Montreal, and then after that, after the corner kick comes in, and we tie it up. It's Suarez. Suarez with a close range shot on his left foot, and he ties the game up 2-2. I mean, being down 2-0 to tie the game up fairly quickly. After that, and right before halftime, I was thinking in my head, okay, we got those. We're on the board, so we're going to stick with 2-1. No. They want to tie this thing up, and they did just that. And it's Suarez having one of his monster years right now. And he ties the game up just before halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Second half starts. Messi comes back on. I was like, what's going to be the case for Messi? Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? What's going to be like for the next few games? And trust me, in coming days, it will be important to know. I promise you. I will not forget the promise. I'm going to make a promise right now. In the next few days or so, you'll know why I'm asking these questions. Anyway, Messi winds up coming back out. He plays through the rest of the second half with no problems. Thank God. But in the meantime, Jules Anthony Vilsaint tries to get a go-ahead goal, but counters right there to save it. A few corner kicks right there. One of this Montreal that was conceded by Calendar. Corner kick for Inter Miami. Two of them were conceded by Juan and Jules Anthony Vilsaint. Bryce Duke misses at the 52nd minute. There was a foul there. It wound up being a yellow card for Wayne Gant. And then a few minutes later, Mateus Rojas would be that guy to step in case Messi was not able to do anything. But Messi was playing, but he had to be involved. But in the 59th minute, it's Inter Miami. Inter Miami, man, would take the lead for Inter Miami. It's Benjamin Kermashi. He was assisted by Mateus Rojas. And I wasn't sure if he was offside, but it turned out that he was onside. And Kermashi with that sliding kick to try to get to the bottom right corner, and he was able to do so. And then he gives Messi a big hug. And it's now 3-2 Inter Miami. We have come back from 2-0 deficit, and we take the lead 3-2 in Montreal, Canada. After that, Bryce 2 tries to get another one, but he was blocked. Dominant Yankov also gets blocked. Busquets gets shown a yellow card off the bad foul, and you can clearly see Busquets was not happy. He was really pissed off. He had a lot of hand gestures, pointing at the referee's face. I'm like, you better be careful not to get a red card. I'm just saying. All right, substitutions. 2 substitutions for Inter Miami, 3 substitutions for Montreal. Taylor comes in for Rojas, and Rojas played absolutely terrific soccer tonight. And Don Ruiz replaces Benjamin Kermashi. Rita Zohar, I can't pronounce it, replaces Lassiter. Joaquin Sosa replaces Fernando Alvarez. And Sensi Ibrahim replaces Mason Toyle. Sosa tries to get one, but he misses. He misses to the right from the through ball. More substitutes for Inter Miami. Ryan Saylor comes in for why is this happening? Ryan Saylor had to come in for Kristoff because he keeps getting injured. He wound up not coming back for the rest of the game because of that. Yannick Bright comes in for Grissel. Interesting substitution. The corner kick for Montreal that was conceded by Negri. There were a couple offsides. Messi was caught offside with the defensive free kick. Messi almost makes it 4-2, but he just missed the outside. Messi would try and make this 4-2 again in the stoppage time, which wound up being 6 minutes of stoppage time through the injuries and heated moment from Busquets as well. But Messi tries to get one to 60 yards box, but that was saved by Sirois. Corner kick for Montreal. When Gantz would concede it. Final substitution for Inter Miami. Campana comes in for Suarez. And if I was taught to, I would have subbed off Messi. I would have not hurt his leg more than what he endured. I'm sure he was fine after that because he did play through the rest of the game. But I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, another corner kick for Montreal. Yannick Bright would concede it. Joe Waterman gets blocked. And another corner kick. Both kicks were conceded by Yannick Bright and Ryan Saylor. And Ray Counter would kick it away. And that would be the end of this game. The final score of this game is 3-2. And like people at the game, some people, not all people, because we were paying attention to the rugby game. But when the rugby game was on pause or something like that, and I had my phone, which I'm using right now. I'm using my phone to record myself. But I will use this phone that I'm currently recording right now to watch through Apple TV. And some folks were watching it with me. And then the Sharks game ended. Then we were walking around trying to find Sharky. And then this game ends. And I did not hesitate to be excited. It was just awesome. It was a great night. It was a great night for Miami Sports Ball, except for who. But yes, Inter Miami comes back from 2-0. And for the first time in franchise history, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, for the first time in franchise history, Inter Miami has won 5 straight games. 5 straight games. Let's go back real quick. So the winning streak starts against Kansas City, followed by a win against Nashville SC, followed by a sold-out crowd at Gillette Stadium, which, the other one was Arrowhead Stadium. But this one at Gillette Stadium, we win that one 4-1. That's 3. Then come back home against the Red Bulls. We beat them 6-2. That's 4 straight. And then go up to Canada to play against Montreal, and we beat them 3-2 to win 5 straight. Congratulations to Inter Miami for accomplishing that historic moment, and I'm personally happy to report that to you guys. Absolutely. Let's look at the statistics and we'll wrap it up. Possession-wise, 53.2% possession time to Montreal compared to Miami with 46.8%. 6 shots on goal for Montreal. They got 2 of them. And the other 4 were saved by Drake Callender. 4 shots on goal for Inter Miami. They got 3 of them. 1 of them was saved by Saucer. 7 shot attempts for Inter Miami, 15 shot attempts for Montreal, 15 fouls for Montreal, 9 fouls on Miami, 2 yellow cards on Miami, 1 yellow card on Montreal, 10 corner kicks for Montreal, and Miami only had 3. So that is what transpired in this one. But Miami's defense still a little bit shaky, and that's a big concerning part. And we still have managed to figure out the way to win this one. And really, a big thank you is Mateus Rojas. I'm sorry to say, but Rojas was absolutely amazing. Suarez played great too, but I'm saying Rojas, I think he's the MVP for tonight's game, for real. All right, their next game is going to be against Orlando City on Wednesday at Exploria. I don't even think they call it Exploria anymore. I think they call it Inter and Co Stadium. Yes, Inter and Co Stadium. So what? Inter Orlando? What is this? What is this? I don't like it at all. I'm just telling you right now. Anyway, we go to Orlando, Florida. This is a rivalry game in state. Will Messi play this one? I sincerely hope so. But we'll just have to see what happens. And then after that, they got DC United. So we'll see what happens with this week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy we got this win anyway. Come back from 2-0 deficit. I mean, absolutely amazing. Absolutely freaking amazing. This team never gives up. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm proud as a fan. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like, press subscribe, or contact me because my TVG guys are back. And when it does, hit me right there with the favorite entertainment you deserve. This is my TVG sign off, folks. Adios.